Back to life, are we? How fortunate for you. Not everyone is so lucky. I wonder what you'll do with this new lease on life. Perhaps look into what may have happened. Betrayal? Misfortune? A little bit of both? Who's to say? Well, I suppose you are. Raise the curtain. Okay, so yes.
It's been 4 days.
It has actually been 3. I was checking mornings and nights. So it has been 3 days. 1 day you were all dead and the robots were out walking about, and 2 days of being cared for. Now you're all, as said, well topped up, well healed, well tended and all that. However, there's a certain problem. None of you have any weapons.
That's unfortunate.
We need to go back to that island, because that's where everything should be.
What do you mean? Summons my shadow sword.
I have my weapon!
And my nothing.
I mean, do I still have my, sensor and my edgy skull?
That's it. You died on the island, so yes. Yeah, so there's another 2 problems, specifically for one Delilah and one Kai. You died in the water. You have nothing.
Great. Wonderful. Lovely. I'm gonna die again.
Wait, not even clothes?
You have nothing that, basically, that you're carrying. So you have clothes, but your weapon, any items that you had, any special things, any packs or gold that you were carrying, gone.
Well, there goes my small box that makes a ticking noise. I think that's what I got.
I mean, hey, maybe if it's making the ticking noise, near the water, you can just follow the shore for where there's ticking, and that's where your stuff is.
Do you think I am going to step inside of water ever again?
I can't believe that somebody went scrounging through my vest for my dagger.
So yeah, I guess if I don't have any money, I can't buy any.
Yeah, let's go back to the island, because there's a probable pack of dead bandits, I assume, since our bodies were retrieved. Also, because we killed a bunch, and they had weaponry.
3 daggers!
And swords.
For everybody.
Yeah, so...
Well, does anyone want to buy weapons, just in case there are people when we get over
what
there?
What money?
Some people might have money that they kept.
Ha!
What part of the... I mean, no. Just no.
Where's my Pokeball?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's fine, okay? It's fine. If there's a bandit over there, hopefully we'll be arriving in daylight, where we can see them.
How are we going to convince more people to take us over?
Well, it's easy. Just pay them.
Okay,
So do the rest of us have our money?
Yeah, the only thing that you, Alistair, and Miguel are missing are your weapons.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good thing the fancy green sword and the dagger were both sort of crap. The fancy green sword I wasn't even proficient with. Weeps. Oh, and staff.
I'm hoping to get that we can find the weapons, because swift weapons are hard to come by.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still like the fancy green sword, because at the, you know, I love that it's what I listed down in my inventory as, because it's like a trophy of our first major failure that we'll be finding at the site of our second major failure.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be fine. I mean,
This is like an ongoing thing for us.
I'm sure you've learned your lessons and won't go doing anything incredibly reckless, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
so
we're
our
very
next
good adventurers, guys.
I think our next adventure is going to be the site of our third major failure, unless we manage to squeeze in a third major failure during the epilogue of this. Fingers crossed.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun, dun,
so yeah, Alistair just sort of gathers himself, tries to put on the visage of snooty, just whatever, I'm fine. This is fine. Peasants type.
Peasantry!
Just trying to put on that, like, aloof air so he can at least pretend things are okay. And then he just immediately looks crestfallen because, like, I'm going to that island and it's going to kill me. We may as well get this over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Off to the dock.
And off you go. Now, what time is it? It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
I'm still tired.
3
my
days till you
God,
turned
Frank.
your head and said, I'm sorry?
Yes.
Frank. Think.
Oh, wow. So it's been actually 3.5 days. So we're talking. Is 7. So it's like 7 p.m. So it is dark out when you get out of this place.
Perfect. Maybe we'll have a drunk fisherman we can go and convince.
Yeah.
So we can go to the island at night?
You could go whenever, as long as you can find someone to actually get you there.
Yeah, that's the problem, is finding someone to even get us there.
Yeah.
Okay, Which one of us looks the most like... out of our group, which one looks most passably like they could have been a fisherman or, like, I don't know, peasantry or something?
Peasantry, anyone but you.
Yeah, okay. Because I mean, I'm trying to think of ways that we could lie, but we could be all like, fuck. I'm trying to. Okay, you know what? We'll just improvise. Improvising's worked well for us so far.
Oh yes, it's gone so well for you.
It's gone so well. Clearly, we are pro Shadows of the Demon Lord players.
We are the best improvisers.
We've
Man,
never had
maybe
a
if the
character
dice-
die on us.
Maybe if the dice didn't hate us
Oh yes,
and the
definitely.
tarot deck didn't hate us.
Yes, definitely.
And God
Yeah,
didn't
let's
hate
be real,
us.
it's both. It's both our faults.
Okay, guys. Let's just admit that it's everyone's fault except mine, because I get to sit back and. No, I'm just kidding. All
I
right.
mean, I'm the one who pulled the appropriate card to get us not fucked the second time.
It's
I mean,
true.
I pulled the tower, so...
Yeah, that was that was bad. But we're gonna blame you specifically.
Okay.
That was pretty bad.
Okay, so it is 8 p.m. by the time you get to the docks. Oh, okay. It is, of course, rather rank. The scent hasn't really changed much since whatever happened to you before on that island. You know, the sea is still pushing at your nostrils. The smell of salt is embedding itself back behind your eyes. The sound of shanties being sung in low, depressed tones break out here and there from all over the docks as people either sit miserably in their boats drinking, or tie them up for the night and walk away. Most people have already packed up and gone home from the docks, given how late it is, but there's a few still out here just kind of burning hours by hour. By
Okay.
hour.
So we're gonna pick one of the drunks, I guess. One of the ones we, the ones that we outnumber, so they can't possibly just mug us at sea. Because I mean, if it can go wrong, it will, right?
Yeah.
I'll not guarantee.
This is Shadow of the
Sasha.
Demon Lord.
Also, our track record. Okay, so yeah, we find one we like outnumber at least, so we seem like less viable targets to like slit the throats of and dump overboard, so they can steal what petty refuse we have left to steal.
Yeah, I killed these guys, and this guy has like a literal rock, and that guy's like just carrying. Is that a booger? What the fuck? You guys are terrible victims.
This guy's got a skull at least. Paperweight.
He's got a skull at least. They all have skulls, you idiot. Ah, good point. Okay, 4. All right. Well, you come across a boat that just happens to have 4 of them in there.
Yeah, okay.
And they are how drunk? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Roll a
Hey,
1d100.
You said you're specifically going for drunks, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're approaching this boat because you can identify it immediately the second you say, let's go for the ones who are drunk.
Is it the fucking guys we...
No.
Okay. I'm legitimately curious what Sasha rolled.
A 1d53.
Oh no, I rolled a d5 plus 5.
Yeah, a 1d53. That's what I said.
Alright, so what you hear, wailing out of the, you assume lips or throats or maybe buttholes, it's hard to tell, of 4 grown men is, I was walking down Paradise Street to be waiting for the man now. A pretty young damsel I just for me give me some time to blow the man. Blow the man down. These 4, you are pretty sure, are like crying alcohol. That or sweating it. But they have to be doing something with it aside from drinking it because the stench is overwhelming from like 10 feet back from the boat. These might be booze elementals.
Booze elementals.
Yeah, okay, so
You're pretty sure you will get
yourself,
drunk if you lick these people.
don't fucking offer them a smoke because they'll probably catch fire.
Probably. That's actually not entirely unreasonable.
Yeah,
Howdy, fellas.
It's my mom. Mom,
yeah,
I miss you. Hi.
she misses you too and wants to go out on a late evening stroll across the water.
Jerry?
Yes.
Fuck you, Jerry. And he whips a bottle at you. It goes about a foot and falls in the water. Jerry. Booze.
Mommy's here to change that sea trip diaper.
Stare over at you like,
Okay.
the fuck?
Shrimp, that's the worst sentence you've ever said.
So the other 3 don't. The other 3 don't actually seem to know you're there. One looks at your party in your direction, and their eyes just wander around like you're not even there. Finally, they seem to find whatever they're looking for, and it's up above Kai's head. And it's a fly. And then they just sort of lean back again. They're mumbling the shanties under their breath at this point, because now there's somebody nearby, and that's weird. But the only guy who's actually still actively talking is, of course, convinced that one of you is his mother, and another guy is someone named Jerry.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is fine. Come on.
Yeah, let's
You're like gestures to Frank, like, I think you have some words for your son, don't you? And me,
Nope.
wanting to be a better friend, I, Jerry, will maybe even take you out for more drinks after your business with your son.
Yes, don't be mean to Jerry.
But Mom, Jerry stole the cat. It wasn't me, I promise.
Don't worry, son.
don't eat cats, Mom.
Of course I believe you, son. You would never eat a cat.
Guys, I think
What?
I'm gonna turn into a cat.
Wait, are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna,
Do it!
I'm not gonna change right in front of them, but I'm going to go away and change and come back as a cat.
All right. Okay. So Kai is slipping into an alleyway and kind of shrinking down.
The cat
Away
is
from prying eyes. Okay.
the cat is perfectly fine. I saw it just a moment ago.
Okay, I go to reach towards the Kai cat and tentatively move to, like, pick it up. I'm like, I'm just gonna put you on the boat. Don't
Okay.
claw me.
This is the only time I'll ever let Alistair pick me up.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
look.
In future, when Kai is going to fall to his death off a building, and Alistair's like, "I can catch you," he's like, "Fuck you, bitch! You picked me up
Just
once."
like double middle fingers. Yeah, look, I didn't eat the cat. Presents the Kai cat, and it's like, could we all just come on the boat to talk?
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
And I,
Where his like arms are slowly opening. You're pretty sure his head is actually lowering as he talks because he's not looking at you anymore. But regardless, his arms are going up and kind of reaching out his fingers to kind of squirm and flail at nothing.
yeah, okay, let's just like very quickly. Okay, let's all get on the boat now.
Oh, and Kai,
Yes?
right now you have a penalty to do anything. 'Cause
Okay,
your
cool.
sense of smell gets sharper when you're a cat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, like you are on the verge of in physical pain.
Great.
Oh, and they're also being delivered to this guy.
Yeah.
All right, I will. Believe it or not, I will need you to make me a check. I believe they're called will checks, but it has been a bit.
Well, okay, it kicked me out of game again. I don't know why. I have a lot of...
Oh, because you're terrible at things.
Yeah. Let me
Okay,
see.
make me a will check.
We'll check.
Not throw up.
More like not go crazy and claw the guy. No boons or banes?
No, not currently.
Is it considered a challenge roll?
Well, yes, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna use trickery.
But if you're going to use trickery, I will insist you tell me how.
I don't know how, never mind.
I don't know, like, stick your fucking paws up your nose.
Yeah, can I try to hide my face, my nose? Oops, I think I rolled it with a boon. I don't know if I did.
You did, yes.
Yes.
So the question is, how are you trying to do this? Because your paws will not fit up your nose and they cannot cover your nostrils.
Cannot cover my nostrils.
'Cause like, look at a cat's paws. They just can't do that.
Kai has actual thumbs, and he's
Kai does, yes.
well, I meant cat version. It'd be...
Oh,
Yeah.
and apparently, according to Chris, or Keat, you can thank him for that. Given the slits on the side of their noses, they can't actually plug their nose effectively. They can still smell.
That's dumb.
Oh no, believe me, they know that. Currently, Kai is trying to explain how they're using trickery, so outwitting their opponent to keep from gaining sanity damage from how bad this smells.
Just why? That's what they're there.
Apparently, Keith says you should claw them. But what are you gonna
Mouth breathe.
Can cats hold their breath?
You can hold your breath temporarily, yes, but the check will still come through without the bane once you have to breathe.
Maybe.
Like I like how trickery works, but I will insist you have to have an actual way to get the bonus.
That should be a bigger bonus then.
Can our cats' tongues long enough to reach up to their nose? Can I cover my nose with my tongue?
You know what? I don't think so, but it's an interesting idea. So,
yeah, it'll be fine until he goes to kiss your face.
Basically, I'll say that will work. However, if at any point you have to breathe and/or take your tongue off your nose, so if you're no longer protected like that, you're going to automatically fail.
Okay.
So for now, basically, you are barely holding on with this. This cat is handed over, and all of a sudden, Kai's tongue just goes, holds it shut. Thankfully, this guy is too insanely drunk to realize how terrifying that is, because I want any of you who's ever seen a cat before in your goddamn life or lives with one to picture your cat suddenly flapping its tongue up over its nose. That's what this looks like. That's horrifying.
That is pretty horrifying.
So, this guy, however, is too drunk to gain sanity damage right now. So, he's currently just...
Wait a second, cats lick their noses all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but keeping it plastered there.
Yeah,
That would be adorable.
Gore is one of your favorite art genres. I don't think you get a normal say in this.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah, that's like thirded.
Anyways, okay. So, this guy is going on about Finaldo and like holding the cat with one hand haphazardly, like waving you above the water because he can't figure out how to pull you back to his body where the foul stench is mostly coming from. But he's got a pretty tight grip, which is slightly painful. The rest of you, however, are easy to easily pile into this boat. You're not sure if it's built for 9 individuals or 8.5 with cat, but
with cat.
It's fine.
It's not my name.
That's not my name. So these other guys are just kind of, are you the police? Or the guards, I guess. Are you the guards?
Why'd they turn
Of course
into,
not.
stereotypical smoker?
Gather your friends around now for a story.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just wondering if we could have a cruise with this story.
Oh, good.
Yes.
First, now, the story is about the 9 heroes who saved the princess.
Oh no.
Once upon a time, there was a princess trapped on an island. The 9 heroes went to save her, but they were stopped by the thugman James, and they defeated him and saved the princess. But they had to leave their friend behind. Of course, they promised that one day they would return to the island to save him. The names of these heroes were, and Frank points to the fishermen to say their name.
Is James. And this guy's just like, the one guy kind of snaps his eyes at me. I knew it. My dreams. I saw this day. I knew it. And he reaches over and he grabs a hold of one of the oars, and he starts trying to. You're pretty sure in his mind he's rowing valiantly, but he's drunk off his fucking ass. So he's holding onto this oar and he's wildly waving it back and forth while it's still in there. So he's just kind of like splashing water all over the place while effectively turning you about 3 degrees to the left.
I mean,
Excellent. Let's head to the island.
the other heroes, would you say that this was when the other heroes took to their positions to go and valiantly save the princess, Cadmus?
Yes.
Green? Yes.
Ronaldo, do you still taste the same? And that the guy is like slowly starting to pull Kai closer and bring his other hand up to hold Kai by the back now too. So one hand directly under your chest, gripping you under your arms, and the other one coming over to kind of clamp down on your butt.
Can I try to get away from that?
Of course, because you are still currently being held above the water.
Can I try to climb down his arm and, like, to the party, or is that not possible?
Oh, it's quite possible, but you would have to actually, like, literally wrench yourself out of his grasp, not fall, and then hang onto his arm, probably with your claws, and climb all the way down. So it's doable. It's just...
I don't think he'd risk that after... died.
Like, that in itself could count as the trickery, so you'd balance the bane you'd get for trying to do all that with a boon, so...
Frank.
Would it be agility?
Yeah, that would be an agility check. Or, of course, if one of your allies wishes to help you out, it could be a whole lot easier.
Frank, admonish your son and distract them. That doesn't look like a good scene.
Come on, son. Don't hold the legendary hero Kai Kitty.
Fernando,
actually.
Fernaldo, kitty.
I rolled a 19.
Colonel Kitty. Then he has to do his work to help us get to the island too.
Alright, so the guy's kind of looking over, and he's so drunk, he doesn't seem to realize that Kai just wriggles out of his hands, clamps on tight so that he doesn't fall, and then quickly runs down his arm into the boat, leaving the guy with like big gashes on his arm. He doesn't notice. Oh, is that where Finaldo is?
Yes.
Is the party, like, sitting down?
We probably
Like,
should
it-
be shortly.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, because the guy kind of like waves a hand at the oar and like just lanes back into it and kind of lays out. So you've got one guy that's frantically rowing for no good reason and accomplishing nothing, and 3 other guys, previously 2, now 3, that are just laying there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hide in between the party's legs, so Cat Eater can't get me anymore.
Okay, I suppose we should all start rowing towards the island to go and properly find the Fernaldos on the island.
The Fernaldos. There's multiple now?
Yes.
The 9 Fernaldo kids.
So in that case, are you gonna take a hold of the things? Because these guys are very clearly
Yeah,
not doing
you know
much.
what? Let's just take a hold of them and go. It's fine. It will be like, you, the one who's like rowing frantically, will be like, we actually need you to do the most important job as the legendary Wayfinder. We need you to sit at the front of the ship to guide the way towards the island. You will be the first one to see the princess. That's
Okay,
right.
I saw it. Yes, my finger in the dark hole. Yes.
And he kind of just lets go of the oar, which starts slipping slowly into the water, and he climbs to the front of the boat.
Just,
She's not that kind of princess, but okay.
yeah, you know, fucking just dives for the oar that's slipping. It's like, okay, everyone, can we just oars? Let's go. Yes? No?
I mean,
So Alistair's got one, and who's got the other?
I'll take the other.
Okay, Delilah's got the other. Okay.
I'm
And
gonna sit with Frank.
Now, here's the thing. There's dark mists out in dark waters, unsurprisingly. So, how are you going to get there? Are you going to row around randomly? That is an option.
We're going to ask our drunk wayfinder how we would get to the small island that might contain that does contain the princess.
All right. Well, he kind of turns around and he lifts his finger. And I said the words. Ora, Hiora. And his hand, he kind of just reaches his hand out and he points in that general direction.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Can you roll me an intellect check, if you please?
Yeah.
With 2 boons.
Right. Wow. Nope.
Okay, cool. Anyways, and off y'all go. So, immediately, mostly Kai and also Delilah, like, you two notice pretty much instantly. This boat is kissing the water. This is a boat that had 4 people in it. Now it has 8. The rims are like, if you don't row very carefully, the rims bob down almost into the water, and it's more than once that a little splish or splash or a little bit of just kind of flows into the boat. So Kai, enjoy your wet paws.
I'm gonna move up and sit on Frank's shoulder.
All right. That Mr. Fernaldo has passed out more or less.
Yeah.
All right.
Was it bad that, mental image went to Great Mouse Detective and lighten the load? Lighten the load!
Well, that's the kind of thing you might need to. Because...
Oh no.
Sadly, you are a good 20 minutes out, and you're realizing that the boat is actually taking on water, and you have nothing to scoop it out with.
I mean, the dude's the cat eater.
He is the cat eater.
Has flashbacks.
You know
I mean, if we're
what?
not going to get him the...
I'm like, can you take over rowing for a second, Frank? You're more suited to this than me anyways.
Sure, certainly. Oh.
Okay. Is there anything in the boat? Not necessarily that can scoop up, but something that would at least splash if I tossed it in the water that's small.
Well, you have your items aside from your weapons, of course.
Yeah.
As far as that, there's a couple of bottles of booze.
Perfect. I grab an empty. Okay, and I'm I turn to Kai, I'm like, I need you to meow frantically in a moment, and I don't know if you can pitch your voice, but I need you to hide and meow. Panicked
Can I do that?
You can try.
I will try.
Important thing is to hide and do it after you hear the splash.
Got it. I can talk as a cat, so I'm just doing it kind of quietly.
Okay, and then I go and check on the guy who's the cat eater. Is he awake still?
You could technically call this awake.
Okay, good. I huck the bottle into the water a bit to the side of the boat.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna meow once I hear the splash.
All right.
Do I need to make a check to throw my voice?
Well, frankly, do you have any skill in performance?
I don't know, do I?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, I'm a con artist, but I don't know if that counts.
Yep. That would count.
That would
So
count.
you can make an intellect check with a boon.
Yeet.
And that would be totally trickery. This is the trickeriest thing. Wow.
25.
Wow, this is because the worst thing I was gonna be is
So
Fernando
Kai,
just fell over the side of the boat.
So Kai, what do you think he's doing?
Who's doing?
Alistair, what do you think he's doing?
I don't know. You just told me to meow and
Okay.
hi.
Okay, good to know.
So
Okay.
I'm just meowing frantically.
Okay. So the guy, Fernando, and he kind of turns over and he grabs the side of the boat, immediately letting in a like half a bucket's worth of water as it starts to rock. And he kind of leans out and goes, Fernando! And he digs his hand in the water and he starts splashing it around in there.
I think you're gonna have to go deeper in to save him. Cats can't swim.
Alright, so Kai, you said you're hiding back under there again?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
hiding.
you're catching a second face full of water that just goes right down your nose, right in your mouth, like,
Great.
everywhere. So you temporarily stop, and there's only the sound of gurgling, half-drowned kitty,
Yeah.
which is probably for what you're going for a good thing. But either way, so he is now like barely keeping his face out of the water as he bends down and swings his arms into the water over and over again. Your boat is about a tenth full of water by now and rising rapidly.
Okay.
The other guys are, what's going on? And they're starting to open their eyes, wake up a little bit.
How close? Delilah's rowing at one of the things, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Alistair taps Delilah on the shoulder, goes swap, and I think you could lighten the load.
You're a wimp. You won't do it yourself.
I also probably can't with my horrible strength.
You're a wimp. I'm just kidding.
What am I doing?
Pushing him out of the boat. I mean, you're a shit heap. This is right up your
Sure.
alley.
So you kind of lean over and just shove the guy out of the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Add that.
Is there anything in the boat that floats, by the way,
You guys.
other than us?
An empty bottle. Float for a little bit.
Okay. Does he actually, go out of the boat?
Well, probably. I mean, let's see. Delilah, your strength is 11. Cultist, Trapper, Religion. Probably not there, but, I mean, he's not really paying attention, so reasonably speaking, this is not hard to do.
Yeah. I'm like, man overboard! And then I throw some bottles out as flotation devices, I guess.
Okay.
They'll buy him a few precious moments.
Sure.
What happened? Did Fernando fall in?
Yes!
So these guys are, whoa, what's going on? They're kind of one guy's reaching out of the boat to try and reach into the water, and the other guys are looking around. Where did he go? He can't swim.
Oh no. Neither can we. Maybe you can go and save him and we'll circle around.
All right, so one of the guys, who's currently holding oars? There's one with
Me.
Alistair and one with...
With me, with Frank.
Okay. Alistair, Frank. Okay, so Alistair, two of these guys turn and just grab the oar from you. You can try and resist if you want.
Oh hell no, they're a lot stronger than me.
Okay, and after grabbing it, they just push you into the center of the boat, and they start plunging it down into the water, much like that other fisherman tried to save Delilah. Plunging it down into the water to try and swish around for this other guy.
Also, we seem to be sinking. Just casually tosses that out there.
They look in the boat, They all look at you, and you can see a complete lack of recognition as they appear to be sobering up really fast.
Yeah.
You're right. What's your defense?
It is an 11.
Okay. That's a miss on one. So one of them goes to give you a hard shove on the chest. He kind of misses. It's wet. It's very frantic. He's still very drunk, and kind of just glances off your chest. The other guy, on the other hand, seeing all the water in the boat, and seeing as you're literally the only one talking, otherwise this would automatically go to Frank, looks at you and just goes to bodily tackle you out of the boat.
Wow.
Okay. And he's focused more on moving than on damage, so frankly, you're not actually taking any damage. But you can make me a strength check with a Bane to avoid being pushed out of the boat.
This ain't going well.
Oh, okay.
No, this is going terribly.
All right. Okay, so Alistair's like, man, he's out of there. He's out of the boat, and we seem to be sinking. And these guys go, yeah, you're right. And one of them just shoulder checks him out the side of the boat. So now there is you four minus Alistair inside the boat. One of these guys is in the water. And there are a total of 3 of these guys left. They all appear quite drunk, and the last guy here isn't quite clued into what's going on. He knows that somebody's missing, so he's trying to kind of search around and find him. It's not working very well. The other 2, however, are, while still drunk, more aware of what's going on, and clearly very angry and probably a little frightened, and they don't know who you are. And they look like they want to get you out of the boat, too. What's everybody doing?
I'm gonna stop rowing and I'm gonna get up and say, what's going on, guys? I thought we were headed to the island.
I'm gonna hide to the best of my ability.
Where are you gonna hide in the boat?
I don't know. How deep is the water into the...
In the boat? Well, at this point, since there's more thrashing around, it's somewhere between 10 and 20%.
Would it be too deep for me to hide in the somewhere?
If you were to hide in there, every motion of the boat would basically send water splashing up into your nose.
Okay, no, never mind. I don't know. I'll just hope they don't. I'm attempting. Can I just sneak right where I am?
Not really.
It'd be funny if I could.
I mean, you're a cat, to be fair.
You can just try and hide up near the front of the boat, but you better hope the boat doesn't lurch too bad.
See, if you were a black cat, I'd just have found a spot of dirt and been like, I am now this.
Wow.
No, I'm bright orange. Not my choice. I didn't have a choice of what color my fur was.
No one has a choice about how they're born. That's what Deltarune told me.
Nice. Hey, Vurus,
Yeah?
what are you doing?
Worrying that you're sinking the ship.
I am off the edge and dying.
Yeah, don't worry. He's in the water now. By the way, you can swim, right?
Probably.
I mean,
He's a noble.
you're nobility, so it makes sense you'd probably be able to learn how to swim.
I mean, I'd be a weak swimmer because my fucking strength, but yeah.
Oh, I know.
Although I did see that the guy was poking the ore out, so if it's slow turns and everything, can I use mine to try and get to the ore that's poking into the water so I can use it to...
Well, currently, I'm actually looking to see what everyone who hasn't taken action yet is doing. I know Frank's trying to calm people down. Not working too well. Kai's trying to hide. Delilah already shoved somebody out of the boat. You prompted the shoving out of the boat. And Miguel is...
I'm going to try to get Alistair back in as best I can.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Well, he just
God.
fell, so you can find it pretty easily. Relatively speaking, you can see the thrashing, flailing spot where he just got thrown in. So, frankly, it's not hard to grab a hold of him. You can't get him into the boat this turn, but you can grab a hold of his hand.
Yep.
Okay, so what's everybody doing? I'd say The 4 fishermen have their turns as well, but only 3 of them do.
Yeah, okay. It's just between spluttering and unhappy things, it's... Miguel, get me closer. I am going to prepare an action, Sasha. I am going to fucking killing touch one of them the moment they try and shove me back under the water. Okay. If they try and shove me back under the water. If they don't, it's fine. You know, I'm not going to go out of my way to, like, straight up murder them, but the moment one of them goes like, oh, just shoving you under the water again, I go to grab his hand with killing touch so I can just pull him into the water.
You're taking a fast action then?
Yeah, it's a held fast action, I guess would be what it is.
Yeah, that's fine. You can hold it, but regardless. Okay, so fast action, everybody, action speed. Alistair's fast.
I'll probably be fast, just trying to pull him in.
Okay, Kalila?
Slow.
Slow, Frank?
Slow.
Kai?
Slow.
Okay. Well, these guys are pretty much just taking exclusively fast action. So, you got fast action by Alistair and fast action by Miguel, and the other 3 are slow, right?
Seems like it.
Okay. So it'll be Alistair and Miguel, the 3 in the boat, and then the remainder of you. So, Alistair, you've used your action. You're readying one to, if anyone tries to, you said push you into the water again?
Yep. Or I guess push Miguel in.
Yeah, okay.
Because, you know, Jason.
Yes. And Miguel, what's your action?
Trying to pull Alistair into the boat.
Okay, well, honestly, it's thrashing and it's difficult, so you will need to make a check on that. So make me a strength check.
Okay, I'm also gonna try to put my feet up against the side of the boat, or at least 1 foot, to try to help leverage it a bit.
Okay.
Yay, trickery.
Okay. So, bit of leverage, you grab hold of his hand and woof! Up over the side of the boat he comes, or at least most of him. His feet are still dangling in the water. But, he's not in danger of drowning at this point.
Yeah.
Now, the one with the oar doesn't seem happy. Let's see. There are a total of 4 of you, because honestly, they don't count Kai as a threat, because Kai is a cat.
Do they even know I'm there? Because it was implied that I fell over.
Yeah, they may not. Right, so, or, no or, and is this one even? He's not even aware what's going on. Okay, so the one guy is still at the end of the boat, is kind of like, what in the hell is going on? And is spending his turn confused. The other 2, on the other hand, have gotten a good look at just who threw their friend overboard. So one guy picks up his oar and goes to swing it into Delilah's back. Does 11 hit?
Lovey-dovey.
Can't believe.
I'm checking my character sheet.
Calm down!
Yes, it does.
You have a defense of less than... Oh, no, your defense is exactly 11, isn't it?
It's 10.
What? Oh, wait,
Oh,
no.
you have no gear. Right.
That's right.
Oh. Right.
Okay. So, where's the BA? Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay. So, Delilah, you're a little focused on what's going on and trying to keep yourself from being knocked into the goddamn water. You don't really want to go back in there. When all of a sudden, your breath is just smacked out of your lungs as a heavy oar crashes into your back. And you're kind of sent stumbling and wheezing just that little bit closer, just a few feet closer to the murky depths. As the other guy follows up with, "Get off my boat!" and tries to shoulder tackle you into the water.
Oh, yay.
And... oh, that's a success. Make me a strength check. Okay, so he gives you a shove. Your body basically tells you no, And your fingers grab onto the side, and just you don't move an inch. That's it. That's them. So we have Delilah, Frank, and Kai.
Can I roll stealth?
You need to find a place to hide. Are you basically just trying to find the small crook at the very front of the boat and hide in there?
Yes.
Then yes. Yes, you can.
Do I have any?
It's fine. Kai's just intent on surviving when we all die again.
Well, can you blame Kai?
No. No, given our track record so far has been all of us either almost dead or dead now. No.
Yeah.
What is sneak? What is it considered?
Agility.
It's agility.
Okay. I have 2 boons to it, being a cat.
Wow.
18.
Okay. Well, you're not, of course, sure whether they can see or not, but none of them seem to be paying much attention to you, so you're probably fine.
I'm probably fine. Their friend's a cat eater. Do you think I trust?
Their friend who's overboard is a cat eater.
Yeah, but.
Or he
what
might just
with the
be
rest of
extremely
it?
drunk. Well, might have been extremely drunk.
You taste the same.
He said,
Yeah.
do you taste the same? Either way, Delilah and Frank, who's acting?
Trying to think. We're gonna need that ore is the thing.
Mm-hmm. Probably gonna need both of them. And currently, one of them is swinging with wild abandon. Frankly, if he keeps smashing people with it, it's probably gonna break.
Uh-oh. I don't have much strength, but I think I'm gonna try to take the ore from him.
All right. I believe there is a disarm action.
Oh, is there? Let's see.
There is.
Where are you, disarm action?
Of course, Arlyeon knows. He probably knows.
I mean, it's on page 50.
I told you.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, no, 51. 50 is
God.
other melee
Close
attack
enough.
options.
Oh my god.
You gotta say that like a Joestar. Oh my god.
Watch JoJo like you nerds.
I know. Anyways,
Do you need the rules for it?
Yeah.
Choose one
Wait.
target creature within your reach that's holding an object. Make a strength or agility attack roll against the higher of the strengths of the target's strength or agility. If you're unarmed, make this roll with 2 banes. So my suggestion, by the way, is to pick up a bottle from the ground.
Wasn't I next to the other? Or well, I guess. Wait, does it take the action to pick up a thing?
I'd say you can pick it up as a free action, but are you trained in like just random item fighting?
No.
Okay, well you're still gonna be unarmed then. This is not gonna count as a weapon.
I mean,
Oh,
using
then-
the ore would be the worst option, though, because you're trying to save
Right,
the
like-
one ore from being broken, and then risking breaking the other one.
Well, that said, I'm sure, like Frank is like kind of old and kind of getting up there. I love that picture, but you could, for instance, like you've learned some techniques, so you could learn to kind of parry. So if you can slide your ore against his, then he can't go swing it, and you can try and disarm him that way. And he is focused on trying to beat Delilah's chest in.
Yeah, 2 veins is gonna be pretty bad.
No, like if you've got an ore, right? So I would count that as a weapon. That's a club. If you pick up
Okay.
a bottle, that's not going to count as a weapon unless you have skill in improvised weapons.
Okay, well, I pick up the ore that I'm next to, and I'm gonna try to disarm him with agility.
Okay.
Well, how do I roll that exactly? Is that
Basically, you are just making. You can make an agility attack roll.
okay? So that's just a 20 plus my agility bonus, right? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, success. Like your training kicks in, old and new alike. Your oar slides up against his, and with a quick push and a flip, the oar just drops to the ground, and he's left standing there and staring at you with his eyes still kind of unfocused, kind of slack-jawed. He's just kind of standing there, like right by the edge of the boat. That's Frank's turn. Delilah, what are you doing?
I'm not sure.
Well, the current situation is you've just been, you shoved the guy off the boat. You have just been smashed in the back with an oar. Alistair's been shoved into the water. He's kind of trying to get dragged up there like a drowned rat. And he's not looking the best. You have 3 of these guys, one of who appears to be very, flummoxed. He doesn't know what's going on. You have one guy who just tried to body tackle you off the boat, and the other guy who just smashed you in the spine with an oar, doing, a good... that really hurt. To the point where I believe if you take, 5 or more damage, you have, a bonus? It activated your masochism. It was that bad. And that guy is currently standing kind of disarmed and flabbergasted, staring at Frank, who's just disarmed him.
Edge of the boat. You could get a murder combo ×2.
You know what? Sure.
Just have to be Lovi's bad conscience.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Shoving the nearest person off the boat.
Okay, so...
Who's my enemy, that is.
You're
to specify.
Kai. Kitty! Alright, so the nearest one is the guy who tried to shove you off the boat. He appears to be more or less on his guard. The other guy is off guard, but you would have to get around the guy in front of you to get to him.
Yeah, the dude who tried to shove me off.
Okay. So you can make an attack check. Since you don't have any weapons, but you're naturally quote-unquote trained with your unarmed, basically you just make either a strength or an agility attack roll.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So you give the guy a shove, and he grabs a hold of your arms, and he starts pushing them back. And you're kind of locked in this, kind of looks like something out of a show or something. You got your hands locked together, you're staring each other in the eye and growling, each of you trying to tip the other over into the water. And that would be round. So, all 3 fishermen are now aware of what's going on. Who's taking a fast action?
Slow action.
I'll take a fast action.
Slow.
Alright, so fast on Frank. Anybody else taking fast? No? Okay. Then Frank, you are the only character who gets to act before the fishermen do.
Okay, so the one who I just disarmed is still looking at me, right?
Yep.
Okay, and the other one's locked up with Delilah.
Yes. And then there's another guy who is becoming aware of what's going on, and he's standing up. But that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to push the guy who's locked up with Delilah off the boat.
Okay.
I'll try to do it with the oar. Maybe I shouldn't.
If you do it with the oar, I'll let you make an agility attack roll. Otherwise, you're going to make a strength.
Okay. Well, I'll try to poke him off the side with the oar.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wow.
Okay. So, Delilah, this guy's locked with you. He's staring in the eye. How dare you? I've been... And this oar just kind of smacks into his ribs, and he just stumbles. His foot catches on the ledge, and in he goes.
Leave my friends alone.
Delilah. Aw, I was gonna do that. So there's 2 of these guys left. The flabbergasted one is, he's more aware of what's going on now, and he goes to body slam Frank off the boat. What's your defense there, Frank?
I don't have my shield, right? So just 12.
Just 12, huh? All right. Then, as you are poking the other guy off the boat, this guy comes up and smacks you in the ribs and gives you the old elbow, gives the old spicy slam, and you can make me a strength check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Your heels
Topple,
catch on the end of the
topple,
boat,
topple.
and the next thing you understand is cold water rushing into your ears, onto your nose, into your eyes, as the water greets you. And you can feel some pain in your chest from the tackle. Other than that, there's one of these guys left, so his action is... So the one at the end of the boat picks up the oar and hefts it up like a weapon, and because that's a fast action, that's all he can do. So there's that.
Yeah, Miguel, help Frank.
I'm just gonna be running around dragging these fuckers back in the boat.
So,
Alright, so is Miguel acting first then?
I would think yes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Okay, so you are helping him out back on the boat?
Yep.
Okay. Well, again, not really too much of a check needed, but these guys are like ready. So if you're getting too close to the guy with the oar, he may get to smack you. And that is very close to where Frank fell in.
Actually, hey, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Swap. I'll go first. So dude face McAsshole is going on. Since I took a slow action, that means I get to take a move and an action, right? Yeah, so it's like fucking Alistair, spluttering indignant, finishes sliding into the boat, and then scuttles over to Asshole as he's hefting up the fucking oar, and I'm going to killing touch punch him in the balls.
Alright.
It's like, I think my favorite fucking thing to do, honestly.
Is punch people in the dick.
20 versus agility, huh?
Yeah.
And 13, well, he is an average fisherman. So basically your fist kind of comes swinging down, slams into him near the hips region somewhere, and he just sort of stares at you.
Oh, and I off it with the other hand, like once it impacts, I grab the oar and try and push in case he's dead. If he's not dead, I'm going to be very sad.
Alright, so basically your fist slams in, you kind of reach over and you grab the oar. Now, given you're not going to be able to wield the oar as a weapon, because...
Oh, no, it's just so it doesn't go in the water.
Fair enough. Then yeah, you're able to hold it as he sort of just flops backwards.
Does he go overboard?
Yep.
And Alistair turns around and just oar over the shoulders, looks at the other guy.
Well, he's trying to, but he doesn't really have the time. Like,
Yeah.
everyone else is acting while you're watching the guy tilt backwards. Speaking
Fair.
of which, who's next? Delilah, Kai, or Miguel?
I guess me trying to help Frank
Frank.
make sure that he doesn't fucking drown.
Killing
You only
touch is
like
such
me
a
for the oar I have with me.
Or really.
Oh, really?
Frankly, it's very true.
Well, again, you're not really in that much danger at this point because the guy with the oar is now, dead. So you're grabbing, like, reaching out. You kind of manage to grab Frank and pull him up on board.
He might not be dead. There's no one else knows.
His corpse is, like, quickly blackening and his...
They can't see. He's overboard.
Well, you're not wrong. Okay, so that's not that. So Delilah and Kai.
I was gonna turn into a human,
But what's right?
but you guys seem to have it handled. So I'm just gonna chill. I
Fun
don't wanna
fact for
I don't
combat
want to mess
action.
up the weight by turning into a human.
There is something
Alright.
you can do still as a cat.
What?
One of the actions you can do is to distract someone, which fucks up their ability to attack or make challenge rolls.
I'm scared of these guys. They could toss me into the water in
I
probably
mean-
one movement.
They'd
That's
have
true.
to see you.
I mean, all this guy has to do is kick you once, and you're pretty much in the water.
Yeah.
You weigh nothing.
I'm good.
Valid.
I'm good. I'm hiding.
Okay. So Delilah, it's up to you. You have one person left on this boat, aside from your allies.
For now. No one sleep before Delilah.
Cries.
You're good, because he's still drunk, so he technically has a defense of 9.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
Just shoving them.
Shoving him? All right. More than likely, he's already acted. Oh, okay. So you give him a shove, and he grabs onto the side of the boat with both hands, and he kind of lilts forward, and of course the boat, being in a hectic state, lilts to the side, and more water starts pouring in around your ankles. But he's not in yet. He's like hanging on to the edge of the boat for dear life. I'm assuming you don't like to take fast actions?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a fast action.
Is anyone taking a slow action?
I'll take a slow action.
All right.
It's
Who wants to
hide
go first?
times 2.
Sorry?
So, if you wouldn't like to go overboard, like your friends who attacked us, you could always tell us how to get to the fucking island we're going to.
So you murdered this man's friend, have now killed 2 other of his friends, and are now attempting to tell him that he needs to tell you what to do?
Well, I mean, or we'll just put him over the edge.
He ignores
of the boat.
you.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Fucking whatever, though. Can I use that as a distract?
Well, yes, actually, that's a perfect distraction.
Great. Fucking Christ!
Okay.
That was a
he's able
failure.
to panic, trying to not die.
Okay. Someone else go and deal with him.
Next
I
fast
sure as
action.
fuck didn't.
Next fast action.
Gives him another shove.
Okay. Basically, if you connect at this point, he's going overboard. He doesn't have the grip to stay up. Yep. Okay. Woo! Over he goes.
I don't think we're good people, guys. Just saying.
I
Hopefully
mean,
these guys are dead, or we're gonna be in the.
Pete was telling us off.
in our defense, the only person we tried to murder was the cat eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Arlie, you can feel free to check your sheet and also make me a will save. Because I don't really care what you try to say. You have just willfully murdered an innocent man for no reason. You have taken 1 point of sanity damage, and you've gained corruption.
Wow. Yeah, whatever. Does Delilah also gain it or no?
I know what her corruption is, and I know what her sanity is. I don't think that even phased her.
Oh yeah, does she actually have more corruption than me at this point?
I have 5.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
Didn't you
I
help?
started with 4.
Yeah, you helped her build like the most fucking corrupted character you could start with. Of course she's more corrupt than you.
No, she could have been more corrupted.
Fair.
There is ways.
Yeah, Alistair is a conniving dick. She's like literally like, well, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what she is.
I mean, shrug. We were gonna die if we didn't do it. I don't feel really all that guilty about it.
That's okay. That's justification as part of corruption. So, now you have a problem. Your boat is about 25% full of water. You have both oars, so that's good. You are lost in the mist. Anyone who could guide you is in the water and or dead, and you have no idea where you are. In fact, the problem is the boat has also been turned around multiple times in all the fighting, so you are literally completely lost.
Actually, I am going to go and try to remember how to reorient ourselves and the way we got there, and I'm going to do it by invoking recall past success.
Call
Which-
past success. Okay, so what is the success you're trying to recall in that case?
The fisherman slash smuggler who brought us to the original island.
Okay.
Not
What was
my
going to say?
success, his success.
I also watched that guy specifically learn how to steer a boat, by the way. I don't know if that helps us find out which direction we're heading.
Not overly, no, but still.
So give me this roll with like 2 points. Which would that be like an intellect then?
It's kind of recall. Well, okay, you were directly there, and it's. I'm gonna give it to you because it helps push the story forward, but that's pushing it a bit. But still,
I mean, most
can-
spells just do a thing regardless.
exactly. So, well, yeah, that easily makes it. Okay, so let's see. As far as like, again, this is really pushing it because this doesn't actually tell you where you are, considering your boat has been turning and twisting around in the mist.
In a certain sense, it would at least let me know,
But you can
recall
at least
how our
tell-
thing turned.
You can at least tell the general direction of how to get back to land. So you know how to get out of the fog as long as you go now.
Actually, yes. You know why? Because we can bring the boat back to where we were on the dock beforehand and use that to orient ourselves towards the island and take the shortest point. So yes, we'll orient ourselves back to land because we can use that to then go back to the island from a better, less confusing route. Does that sound good?
Everyone good with this?
Sounds lit to me.
Yeah, and we now have a boat.
Yay.
We just
Okay.
need to, is there a
So,
name on the side of the boat or any distinguishing features about this boat?
Well, there's technically distinguishing features about every boat, but
Yeah, let's not actually stop at the dock. Because,
Yeah, I'm gonna say let's not stop at the dock. That'll arouse questions.
Yeah.
okay.
We like return to the dock sort of, and there's 4 people at a distance, so it looks fine, and we
You
just
know
sort
what?
of.
This boat does have a name. Its name is the Good Intentions. So, you row on back to the docks, or close to them at least, and you can of course see various individuals, walking across the docks. Now, given anyone who's on the docks when they see you rowing about at 9 p.m. at night, drunk or not, is just staring at you. There are eyes on you constantly.
That said, not very easy to pick out distinguishing features in horror. Yeah.
And not in the dark. That's just ludicrous. But they all seem to be staring quite intently at you. But you're probably fine. I mean, there's no way they could see anything in the dark.
Frank, do me a favor. Sing some terrible sea shanties.
I recall the
Perfect
most
alibi.
terrible sea shanty I remember from my book, Linda and the Search for One Piece.
Oh my god.
Linda in the search for One Piece. She had stretchy arms. Okay, so Frank is now singing. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Is there like less stares and more just head shaking now?
It's hard to tell. You can't really see them a lot better than they can see you.
Fair. And yeah, basically we're orienting ourselves to try and go to like, this is I think the ideal spot that I'd want to be heading towards, because it's the shortest distance between there.
You're ending up right about here, unless you want to then, like, once you're out of the mist, you can then go over here if you want.
That's what I mean. Is like I'm going to follow along like the shoreline sort of, not too close to the docks, but close enough to always keep it in sight so we can get to like, this point. Because if we know the relative area, then we know this is the shortest point between the small island and the other one. And it's also about where we got the smuggler, right?
No, the smuggler was gotten back here.
Oh,
Actually, about here.
okay, whatever. Well, this still works. It'll be the shortest route, the best way to orient ourselves. Can we even see the sky?
Yeah, you can see the sky from the docks.
Huh. Does anyone here have any sort of trapping, whatever thing? Profession?
No.
Delilah? You
What?
do you have trapping or navigate any sort of wilderness skill?
Yes, I'm a trapper.
You might be able to orient us by the stars.
Trappers trap things.
And have to navigate wilderness.
You don't navigate by stars in the wilderness. You navigate by, like, other shit. Because there's other shit to use.
Either way, before
All the
like,
trees look the same to me.
Uh-huh.
honestly, before that even becomes a discussion, in what way is that going to help you? Once you get in the mist, you won't be able to see the stars.
Oh. Well,
Like,
fuck
the
all
mist
sorts
mean-
of ducks.
The mist is very thick. At night, you can't. During the day, you can kind of see through. You can get to where you're going. It's like, by the time you roll back out there, it's gonna be 9:30.
You know what? So here's where I want to aim for, I guess. Here or here, guys. We want to aim for one of these two spots, so, like, we at least will be harder to miss the island.
Well, keep in mind, all you know is that the island is somewhere over in this general direction right there.
Yeah, okay, whatever. It's fine. Doesn't
So
I
show-
mean, it's
As long as
really
you
close.
roll from somewhere around here and kind of go in that
Yeah, that sounds good.
general direction, you'll probably reach it.
Yeah.
Probably. Unless you get
Probably.
really unlucky, which I will find hilarious.
A good thing we don't have any more tarot picks.
Yeah, it is. I've been considering picking one anyways, but...
Wow, Dinofire. Love you, Sash. Favorite DM. Not planning your murder at all
Oh, cool. I won't be murdered. Okay,
today.
so,
Pretty sure it's us that get murdered, not him.
you're
Also
right.
true.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Okay, so someone who's feeling... I won't say lucky, I'll say feeling not unlucky. Roll me a d20, please.
I got it. I'm very hype. Wow.
Congratulations. You don't completely overshoot and miss the island, which would have happened if you had rolled a 1.
That would have been amazing.
I would have found it.
And we would have just kept rowing. And then the campaign's over. It's now the nautical adventure of these 4 assholes.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we've returned to the island. This can only
Yes.
go well.
Oh yes, it's going to go wonderfully.
Do we come back to the island? The robots are still fucking playing the band. No. We come back to the island, and then the robots steal the boat and leave us there.
Oh, which reminds me, Arlie,
Hmm?
can you roll me a d20, please? Okay, you're fine. Which is a shame.
Oh, marks of corruption? Yeah.
And back again, jiggity jig. And these ones. Okay, so you arrive on the island.
Okay, since we had a pretty good idea of where, like, the bandit camp was, I mean, we don't know where we hypothetically... I mean, I guess we do know where we hypothetically died, and I guess we can check there. But we can also check the bandit camp, because they will definitely have weapons, and maybe any orders from who gave them the tip-off of when to kidnap this girl, in case it was some sort of fucked up conspiracy. Plus, might always give us leverage on someone if another noble hired them to do the kidnapping. Who all actually got to the camp? Because I sure as fuck didn't.
Didn't I?
I believe it was Kai and Miguel saw it. I think Frank barely kind of saw it. I don't believe Delilah, Alistair. Yeah, I don't believe you guys got there.
So you guys lead the way.
Leading the way.
Not my favorite place to return to.
You want to tell me about it? This whole ride over here.
Okay. So, okay. So, are you going through the trees, Kai? Because I'll tell you this: they're not much of trees anymore.
Okay,
They're now a lot of charred stumps.
that's fun.
Unlike what your robotic friends happen to find, you're seeing like this place is scorched. It's almost burned down entirely. It's just like pitch black ashes all over the place. There's you can see the remnants of the camp from here, and it's they didn't survive very well.
Great. Wonderful.
I have one torch left, so
You're going to need that to kill something later, you know.
am I?
I mean, nothing.
Does anyone else have torches, by the way? Because if not, one of us probably needs to use torches, unless can the rest of you see in the dark, and it's just me and... No,
I
wait,
can see in
no.
the dark.
Frank can't see in the dark.
I think.
I mean,
shut
I
up,
got
should-
a candle, supposedly.
Oh, I mean, light the candle. That'll last a while.
Get lit.
It's candle.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we move onwards. This will be fine. This is fine.
All right.
Is it?
You're marching out into the darkness. I want to attack the darkness.
I'll let you.
All right, so you come to the bandit camp. Well, all of you get to see what remains of everyone who died, except for all of you, of course. Let's see, where did everyone die? Alistair and Frank, you both died here. Kai, you died over here. Or actually over here. Let's see, Miguel, you died here. And Delilah, you died way out there.
Wait, like, are our bodies here?
No.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be, like, really weirded out for a moment.
Well,
Well, you do see a body, though. It appears to be of, you're pretty sure it was a young lady at some point?
Kind of
it's-
rotted.
A little bit rotted. It's only been like a couple of days, and there doesn't seem to be any flies on this island, ever.
Oh, I thought it was a couple weeks.
Oh,
No, days.
Okay.
But they've been split open from the bottom up.
Nope. I'm just gonna go and get my weapons and ignore that body.
Though, is anyone actually looking at the horribly mutilated corpse?
I will, since
I will.
stuff was in the water.
I'm going to grab my stuff. I'm going to see if I can find my weapons.
All right, Mikkel.
I'm also looking for my weapons.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna search the actual camp, and I guess... Are there
You're
bandit
looking
in...
for your stuff for now?
I mean, isn't my stuff in?
It's in the water, yeah.
Yeah, so no. I said I was going to look at the
That's
body.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say you didn't get too far in though, so if your stuff is around, it's probably actually very close to the surface.
I don't want to go in the
Or
water.
near the shore where the
Shut
ticking
up.
is, and you could always convince Frank to go in after it for you.
I don't want anyone to go into the water.
Well, I will. Well, I will need a will check with a boon from Kai. Delilah, you're fine. And in fact, Delilah, I need you to make me a different kind of check. That is 1, 2. Okay, I need you to make me an intellect check with 2 boons.
17.
Yeah, Kai, you're fine. You saw this
Cool.
happen directly. This isn't gonna freak you out.
Sweet.
Okay. I suppose I will have to send this. There you are.
There's no cultist bodies on this island, is there?
Oh, there is.
Oh
wait.
good.
Yeah, there's one.
Oh, not good. Because there was more than one cultist according to these guys. I guess we're gonna loot the bodies though, in the tents, or what? Are there even tents anymore?
There's charred pieces of like ash.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess we'll search the remains in case there's anything in there. Tins. Lockboxes. Weapons. Anyways, cats everywhere in the city are safer, so feels good. Best point of corruption I could have gotten.
Alright, so Delilah, you've got that information. As for the rest of you, Frank and Alistair, you will find your shit. It's just kind
Yay!
of laying on the ground.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, I guess I go over bandit and cultist bodies to loot them.
Miguel, you also find your stuff. It's kind of piled on the ground, which is nice, but weird.
Super weird.
Delilah and Kai, you find jack shit of yourself.
Shock.
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 I mean, the bright side is you might be able to find armor off the bandits.
Possibly. Though it won't be fitted to you, so good luck wearing it, but still.
Yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm like 5'2", 5'4".
I mean,
Any armor's gonna fit me.
The weapons would still be useful, and we can always, I guess, vendor a bunch of the armor and shit.
That's true. I guess I will loot for weapons.
Okay. So there are a bunch of rude boys. Now, their armor is also, like, got holes in it, because they're basically wearing thick cloth. It's not really going to suit as much of armor. It'll keep you from being completely unarmored, but you're not sure if it'll actually give you any benefit. It's also covered in blood and has giant holes stabbed in it.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Some of it's burned.
Oh wait, actually,
frozen.
there should be one that's intact.
Mm-hmm.
The one I killing touched.
You're right.
Actually, there's two, because there's
It's
one
still-
I also punched in the nuts, and what is it? That Frank coup de grace by stabbing him between the eyes.
But again,
Bloodstained.
it's, well, beyond bloodstained, it's pretty much just thick cloth. You're not sure it's actually going to help you at all.
I mean, it's better than nothing for those two.
It's better than being naked, but
Yes,
that's about it.
seems fine
So,
to me.
If you want, you can add a shirt to your belongings. A bloodstained and possibly hole-filled shirt.
I'm good.
Are you sure you
let's
can
see.
use it as a blanket?
But there are
When you're a
knives,
cat.
of course.
I'll take knives.
Let's see, there were a total of 8 rude boys, and then Felix Litzberg. But Felix Litzberg had his weapon destroyed. Shame. So you don't get his cool shiny blade.
Wah, wah. Also, on any of the rude boys, I'm taking any daggers.
Okay. Well, they have a bunch of knives. A few of them do have daggers, though. So it's actually, how many left would there be? Are you doing like a real thorough search of the area? Because you remember they were throwing them at people and missing. They're probably
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to find all my old ones too.
Trying to also see if they had any money on them, if there's anything at the camp, if Felix had any money on him or a watch or... Like, honestly, we're probably not getting paid by Dreen, so anything we can fucking pull off of here is good. I mean, technically we're getting paid if we track down Jackass Mick probably sold us down the river face.
You should probably bring back the daughter's corpse.
You
Okay.
can do that.
So, Miguel, you find a total of 8 throwing daggers. I believe Alistair was doing it after. So, Alistair, you find 4 throwing daggers. You have shirts that are bloody and full of holes if you want them. And then each one has a dagger except for Litzberg, and as such, there are 8 daggers that you can take.
Cool.
Can I have a dagger, please?
Yeah, go
Sure.
take daggers.
Thank you.
Is
Take
anyone
them.
actually proficient with swords in our group?
I don't know. What did I have?
I think
Frank,
Delilah
maybe?
is.
Hey, Delilah,
I am.
Yeah.
I throw the fancy green sword to them.
You throw it to me?
Whatever. It's
Roll
like,
an
just
attack
like, it's
It
like,
goes through her face and she dies.
it just goes to like taunt, and it thunks like a foot in front of Alice, and he's like, that, I felt like that was gonna go better in my head.
Uh-huh.
I forgot it was a puny wuss.
Anyways, there you go. I think that should fare you better than a dagger. Since Sealy, I think it's a long sword, if I'm not wrong.
Pretty sure it's a short sword.
Oh, well, whatever. It's a
like
sword.
Victoria's sword.
It's a sword
not
is the
Cynthia.
point. And if you're proficient with it, it's good. Or at least if you have enough strength to wield it, because I think you need 11 strength.
What did you say, Sasha?
I said no. Just going through somebody's stuff and just seeing some funny stuff.
What did you say? Creepy yellow dust?
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, is there any, I don't know, coins anywhere, please God?
Coins?
On the
Money?
yeah, money. Like, is
On
it
the Rude
on
Boys?
the Rude Boys, checking the tent location? I am looking for anything. Even if it's a lockbox that's hidden in the ashes of, like, the fucking tents. I will upend the goddamn campfire in case they buried a lockbox under here. But they're a band of thieves. I'm gonna be really sad if they don't have money. Also the cultist. I'm checking the fancy fucking cultist for money.
Okay. Well, you were the first one to say that you were going after the corpse of the cultists, so you can see that the dead cultist has a sickle on them.
Huh.
Now, this sickle is kind of nasty looking. It's, excuse me, the wood it's made of is like charred black, possibly with a fire, possibly not, because you can still see kind of a design in there. And the blade is slightly warped by the flames, but it's very clear that if you're holding this and using it, you're probably trying to show that you're a nasty person.
Since I have 3 uses of this a day, I pick it up and use sense magic.
Okay. It is non-magical.
Okay.
Oh, they also have a purple robe, or what remains of a purple robe, that has a giant hole in the chest and is mostly burned away.
It does a
Just
lot
like at
more
the
damage than the dagger. It does a lot more damage. Yeah, the sickle. They are good. It's a pretty quality upgrade. Yeah, I just like, hey Miguel, have another dagger. Toss Miguel by a dagger and a sickle.
Stop throwing weapons.
Basically.
He throws it to you, and you manage to catch it with superb ease. It was a perfect throw, really.
Perfect throw.
Perfect throw.
Are
Da, da, da,
there any of the tents left, like, not burned?
No.
Oh.
And there's been no money on any of the corpses or like in any of the piles of ashes.
There's been no money on any of the corpses so far.
Okay.
Well, it's
But
Tents.
you have not nearly had enough time to search the whole place yet. Finding a couple daggers is one thing. Searching, like throwing the place for possibly buried loot, that's going to take you hours, which you're perfectly fine to do.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's toss
I'll
this
help.
place.
Okay.
Do I remember anything on the ship that might be able to like something sheet-like that might be wrap the corpse in?
Oh, also, actually, secondary thing, we should totally pull the ship fully onto land and empty the water out of it.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I mean, we have time. We can, like, spend the night here, because I'd rather not sail back out when the mist is intensified. Because the mist is only going to get worse, I think. So I don't know. We
Possibly.
can...
It is getting closer to midnight, and guess who knows that midnight is a bad place to be in fairy-infested isles? Alistair.
Is there anything I can do that's like an act of, I don't know, being like, hey, don't fucking kill us? Because I know, like, directly acknowledging them is generally a bad idea, but,
Generally, if you know what you're dealing with and you know what they want, you can try to appease them.
is there any sign of what there would be on this island? Because there's definitely something on this island, because
Well,
weird
yes, there's
giggling.
definitely something on that, but unfortunately, you didn't really deal with them as much. I mean, you're not sure if anyone else dealt with them more, but there's no real sign. No one's really walking around going, hey, man, I dealt with a Cuchulain the other day.
Yeah, no. I'm going to take one of my things of rations and put it unattended on a rock and just leave it there.
Okay.
Seems like
Food on a rock.
seems like a good thing. And then yeah, just like just like leave it there. If there's anything that's suggested that I should say or do out of my Fey knowledge, I will do it. But otherwise, if it's just like leave the food there, fuck off, and just pretend not to notice it, I will do that.
There's a few things that generally, if you're a little more bold, you could say, basically, not acknowledging them, of course, because that's again a bad idea, but acknowledging that anything that lives here deserves it. That might be seen as too forward, and they might punish you for it, or it might really seal the deal. It's your choice.
Can I make a will check to say it boldly and like fucking do it right?
If you like.
You know what? And I'm going to fucking recall past success for my my only other casting of that spell to do it right.
Okay, and your past success speaking boldly?
Yeah, and also, I mean, there's like Alistair doesn't directly know it, but he's definitely had past success in talking to things that he really shouldn't.
I mean, I'll give you that one, but once you're done that, you're going to need to roll me another d20. Just flat. Yeah, okay. So you're pretty sure you spoke pretty boldly. You're not sure if that's going to affect much. Okay, cool. All right, so you're all spending a while searching the camp, right?
Yep.
I'm actually looking.
Yep.
I'm shoveling out the water of the boat and looking for something I can wrap the corpse in on the boat.
Okay. On the boat, there's nothing you can really see. Like, these guys probably had shirts and pants, but they're kind of
all the
floating
bandit
now.
shirts.
That could work. That could definitely work.
And the cultist robe.
The cultist robe was pretty close to where the fire was starting. The cultist robe is a lot of ash right now.
Oh. I thought you said there was a bit of the purple robe left.
Yeah, you can see it. It's just there's...
Oh.
It might make like half a scarf.
You know what? That's fine. We can use it to tie together a bunch of the stuff. It's fine. We can...
I'll try to fashion together something from a lot of shirts and wrap something around to hold it together, I guess.
Alrighty. Okay. So, after about 2.5 hours of searching the island, you all eventually come across near the roots of... Excuse me. Near the roots of this tree right here. If you dig down, you find some softer earth, and as you dig down even further, you find what appears to be a small, slightly scorched but mostly fine, brown box.
Oh, hell yes.
Let's open that baby up.
Yeah.
It has a lock on it.
That's unfortunate. I had lock.
If only we could find your stuff.
Guys, you want to help me look for my stuff?
Is there
I
any...
have lock picks, or I had lock picks.
Where did you,
It was close to the shore.
lead the way?
Okay. Cool.
Also, actually, we should maybe not split up, so let's just take the lockbox with us and move as a group, because, you know, I just think it'd be a really wise idea for us all to move together as a
I
group.
would probably wholeheartedly agree.
Especially on this most sacred of islands that we should give proper respect to. Yep.
Dominado.
Okay. So, well, Delilah and Kai are presumably not going that close to the water. But, alright. So, you head on over. And when Kai points it out, you can in fact see there's some like loose rocks by the shore, and you can see some stuff out there in the water.
Okay,
It's a bit scattered, but it's out there.
I jog over towards the boat to take an oar, to go and use the oar to, like, pull stuff towards us. I'm not going in the fucking water and, like... My character's been at least slowly drying off. I'm not getting wet again. Fuck that shit. I'm just done.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hey Frank, do you wanna get another oar and like help?
Sure, sure, I'll help you out.
Excellent, excellent.
Wouldn't it be faster if we just swim out there and grab it?
I'll pass.
It's actually not that far. You probably won't need to swim. Like maybe go like waist deep, but that's about it.
I'll pass.
If there's anything we can't reach that looks important, I'll get in there and get closer.
If you start drowning, flail. I'll say a prayer for you.
I will pray for you. I'll be so bad for you too.
Have my thoughts and prayers.
3, 4, 7, 9, 11.
Oh God.
14. 3, 4, 7, 9, 11, 14.
Yeah, that's the amount of damage the piranhas did.
Yeah, I mean, no. Alright. The things you get back from Kai's equipment. You don't get... God. Okay. 3 rations. Torches.
The damp torches. They'll dry out.
Okay, so you've lost 3 rations, your torches, and your water skin. You've got everything else.
That's not bad. It could be worse.
I mean, it means you have your money back.
Yes, my 3 CP and my 2 silver.
Hey, silver's worth a lot.
Better than nothing.
I think it's silver. SS is silver.
Yes.
Okay, 2 silver.
So yeah, I mean, if you have your lockpicks,
Yeah.
plants the lockbox down firmly on the ground, and it's like, okay, let's find out what's in here. If it's like orders to like kidnap the girl, and it's like signed by the boyfriend, I mean, we've already killed a bunch of fishermen, which I didn't really want to do, but it happened. But I mean, at least we know drowning people works, so we can drown him next.
Why wouldn't drowning work? Just a question.
Because he's not human.
I mean, it
He's
wouldn't
a
even
fish
be
man.
it wouldn't even be the weirdest thing because of that house.
Yep, surprisingly, he's a fish man.
If I were a fish man.
Glub 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 glub.
Alright, so
Ocean man.
take me
Take me to the land that you understand.
So yeah, what's a lockpicking roll?
I think it's just Agi.
Yes,
Agility.
agility. Now, I suppose you do have some sort of skill that assists you in some way in that?
And trickery.
Burglar.
Burglar, that. Alright, so you have a d6, and if you are trying to trickery, how are you trying to trickery it?
I
Hey,
was agreeing.
hey, you're a
Hey.
cat burglar.
Oh my god.
I have something for you.
I mean, at least it was better than sanity damage.
I'm not going to damage your sanity for making stupid
Though,
jokes.
actually, fun fact,
cruel. Hmm?
Frank and Delilah are the most sane members of the party.
Frank, in itself, that's just sad.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll find a way to regain sanity, but I don't know, like
You
cuddling
think you
puppies
will.
for a bit.
Since when has that ever been a viable way to regain sanity? Ha ha ha. Anyways. So, if you're trying to trickery, how are you trying to do so? How are you trying to outwit this box?
I stomp on it. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, please. No, that's a great idea.
That's a mode attempt.
That's what I said. It's a great idea. That's why I said it in this tone of voice.
I think his exhaustion's getting to him.
Oh, you think it's just getting to me?
He's like, "Bitch, I've been out of it for hours. I was out of it before I woke up. So,
Yeah, I'm just not gonna. I don't know how to trickery.
Simple. Put your ear near the lock. Duh. You're listening for that click, clack, clack, clack.
Because it's literally the upgrade to trickery is just, it's cunning. It's just
Yeah.
anything that's intelligent.
Basically, so is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna try and listen for the
Yeah.
lock?
I'll do
Okay.
that.
Alrighty. Go ahead. So
It doesn't have to be like rocket science level stuff. It's just like, what little tiny edge do you
Well,
know about that you can
Not unless you're doing the more complicated the action, the more I'll expect out of your trickery. But for a lockbox, yeah, you can just try and listen to it. You're fine. And speaking of click clack, and the box opens.
Yeet.
Or
And
is the lock
inside
comes
there
off.
was explosive runes.
Ha ha! And you all die again.
And one of the bandits' corpses actually lifts a middle finger as if to say, "Fuck you guys."
Oh, no.
Got you.
The
Gotcha,
Saw
fucker.
theme plays, and then the bandit gets up and goes, "Game over," and we just
Game
all
over.
collectively flip Sasha off.
That, or you just lift it up and you just hear, "Dung dung dung." da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da."
I'm gonna slowly open the box.
Okay. So you're slowly opening the box.
Actually, can I perception for like traps as I open, or is that not possible?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Nat ones. There's traps everywhere! Throw the
Don't
box into the
force
You're
sea!
convinced there's none.
So there's definitely no traps inside.
Okay. Well, I'm still opening it slow.
Okay.
Because I was
So you
doing
open it
it the whole
slow.
time, but
Open slow. And the box appears to be empty.
that's unfortunate.
Okay, 1 second.
Wait, can I feel for a false bottom?
Of course.
Cool. Okay.
So you stick your hand in to kind of pat around for a false bottom.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm just
Okay.
gonna shake it.
So pop your hand in there.
And my hand gets
And,
burned
yeah.
off.
No. Jesus, it's not gonna burn your whole
It's a
hand
mimic.
off. But when you put your hand in, you press down on the false bottom, you hear a click, and a blade shoots through your palm.
Fun.
So you take 3 points of damage, and you have a knife, or at least the edge of a knife, sticking out of your palm.
Unfortunate. Well,
This is just par for the course.
yeah. I mean,
So there's definitely something there then, since it's trapped.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like, oh, give me that. Now I'm gonna
Now,
try to
Kai, you are decent enough to, like, with your knowledge of traps, to recognize that the reason it stuck all the way through your hand is because it wasn't supposed to be stopped by your hand. Presumably, this trap is meant for someone who lifts off the false bottom as opposed to pushing on it. So
yeah.
it should be in your forehead.
that makes sense. Yeah, be careful just in case it's
Double trapped.
double trapped.
Kai,
Yeah.
here's a hand.
Frank, I'm going to murder you.
Life did that already.
Since I hurt my hand, I get part of money if it's in there.
Maybe this is just penance for pretending to be a choir boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to examine the thing and
Examine.
see if I can find the false bottom.
Well,
Well,
after a
More
quick glance,
the way to get it off.
it's actually pretty easy to find, because now that she's oh damn it, did it again. Now that he has managed to press on the bottom and the blade is shot out, the false button has basically revealed itself. It's off to the side, and you kind of give it a click, and the bottom comes out. The blade trap you can see is definitely designed to propel a blade into somebody's forehead. And underneath, you see coins.
I get some of those.
I think all of us do.
How many coins?
How many?
14 billion coins.
14
Cool.
billion.
Okay, so we all retire.
We're not investigating
Dun,
anymore.
dun, 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 dun.
We're the worst heroes.
You are.
really are.
Who said we were heroes?
Good point.
It's true. It's true.
Good
No-
thing Valis isn't playing with us.
Yeah, just gonna say his expression, just listening to my description of what was happening on the fucking boat, was a little bit heartbreaking. You're assholes. Mostly Emode, or Alistair, but that's okay. And Delilah, but that's okay. That's kind of
I
the.
did nothing.
I mean, Delilah takes pleasure out of it. Alistair's
That's kind
just
of the-
like,
Well, here's the thing. Delilah, I'm not counting as doing anything wrong because I actually count her as most likely having done something that bad or worse before. Alistair, congratulations. That's your first time willingly murdering an innocent man.
he wasn't innocent. He ate
literally-
cats.
For literally reasons that you could have prevented easily. And he's drunk.
Whatever.
I was just trying to help my buddies not drown.
Yeah, you know,
Everybody
same.
else
I was
is
also
innocent.
trying to help buddies not drown.
Everyone else is innocent in this. You just had to defend yourselves when these guys decided that you all needed to die because their friend was murdered.
I mean, they're valid in their reasoning.
Oh yeah, technically both sides were correct, but it was very shitty, and it was very shittily done.
Kind of.
But like, we also acknowledged that we were lost and going to drown. It's the whole moral choice of like, if you're all on a boat starving, do you eat a friend or someone else? And between the choice of pushing a stranger off a board or having one of us jump off the board, I picked the stranger.
It's true. I mean, there's nothing you could have done before leaving, Doctor.
Right?
Mistakes were made.
It's true. Mistakes were made and lives were lost. Let's move on. This is Shadows of the Demon Lord. This is really not that strange.
Yeah, you know, I'll make penance for it later.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh no. I'm holding him to that shit.
I mean, Alistair's does
How
feel
much money did we
mildly bad
get?
about it.
All right.
Mildly.
The important part is the money. Okay, but seriously, all nitpicking and poking aside, you have
Correction,
found
Alistair
inside-
feels bad. Wait, just want to clarify this. Alistair feels bad about the people who weren't cat eaters. He does not feel bad about the cat eater. He
I'm
just
gonna
didn't.
say the guy was drunk and making up stories in his head. When you're drunk, everything is funny.
I eat cash for breakfast.
In any
Yeah,
case,
well, oh well.
you find 27 bits, 7 copper pennies, and 3 silver shillings.
Okay, man, how are we splitting this?
27 bits.
Yeah, oh. 27. Okay, I think probably we should give each one of the people who do lock-key thief things one of the silvers. And since I also tried to go and find the thing in the first place, because like these guys probably have money or information or something, I should get that other silver.
I
And
helped
then-
get the lockpicks out of the water.
Yeah, and that's why you're going to get the rest of the stuff and fight it out with Delilah. I believe
Delilah
in you.
stood back. But it's fine.
I believe in you.
I'd say me and you should get about equal.
It's like, Delilah. She
What was
let me murder somebody without actually directly murdering them. That was helpful.
That's what I'm just gonna be like. Or if they're trying to take away my silver, I'll just kind of be like, "That's funny. I'm pretty sure I pulled both of your asses out of the water."
Yeah, and I'm the one who suggested that both you and Kai should have a silver. I'm just saying I should also for...
I should get this. I should have 2 silver because I got stabbed in the hand.
That-
Because you're
we
bad-
don't
that's
reward-
because you're bad at your job.
Yeah,
You're
we
rather
don't
get shot in the
reward...
forehead?
Papaya.
We don't
See, I
reward
wouldn't have gotten shot in the
clumsiness.
forehead because I would have been paying attention and figured that something would happen.
I figured something would happen. That's why I didn't try to lift it up.
I mean, actually though,
Well,
lifting
firstly,
it
you
away
couldn't
from
lift it up.
yourself...
There was a button.
Well,
Lifting
I'm assuming if you tried the trap off without the button.
Secondly, that's why when you push a button in there, you don't look directly at the fucking box.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. I was pushing on the bottom. I want 2 silver pieces.
No.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Not a compelling TED Talk, I gotta say.
Yeah,
James needs a much better presenter.
all,
He is.
all for Kai getting more loot than the rest of us? Raise your hands. Is it just
I-
Kai? What? Did you actually?
I feel bad for the 4 stab.
That's only 2 out of the 5, so that's still not majority.
Yeah.
Treasures of mortal coil do not concern me.
Okay, you know what? In that case, Kai can have, like, the copper and the bits. So 7 copper, 25 bits. Since, you know, clearly Frank wanted to give their share of things, so I get a silver.
Not my share, but...
No, that's what you should... No, that's what your vote was for.
That's not what the vote was for.
That
was
was
for
the vote.
For him getting more loot than us.
He did. He got more loot than you.
He got your share of the loot. Congratulations, this is how voting in democracy works.
Kai, are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Hey, are you also okay with this?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me any.
Yeah, okay, well, that's majority. Thanks for coming to our talk, Frank.
Much more compelling argument. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Best talk.
You guys want to steal my money, I will remember it.
Hey,
we didn't steal your money.
Hey.
You willingly gave your money to Kai when you voted.
and
That was not
also,
what the vote was for. The vote
Frank,
was
Yes, it was.
Frank.
Frank,
Also,
this
you
is-
can consider this as payment for me helping with the editing of your books.
You didn't help with the editing of my books.
No. That's
I've
what
helped
it's
a
just
little
like.
bit because they were a little far-fetched, and every other word being Linda did not help.
Unless they got us an increase in revenue.
It
Yeah.
technically got you an increase in revenue. You sold 1 book instead of none.
Anyways, if that's that, I mean, if we can toss this area a bit more, that's fine. Otherwise, I would possibly suggest
Getting out.
Well, I wouldn't suggest actually braving the waters at fucking midnight. What I would suggest doing is gathering kindling and the like, stacking it on the fire pit that's already essentially been made by the bandits, and, you know, getting drier
Yeah.
rather.
So how did we split the money? I'm confused.
You have 1 silver, 7 copper pieces, and 25 bits.
27 bits.
27
I'm gonna-
bits.
I'm going to give Frank 5 copper because I feel bad since I took all of his money.
Congrats.
Only 5 copper pieces, but
Now, when all of you except Frank are falling off a cliff, you know exactly who Frank's gonna walk over and save first.
Or save only the only one I'll save.
Don't.
I'm just like, thank you, Frank. I love you. You're my favorite. Sorry, Delilah.
I hope you're happy.
That'd be funny. You're Miguel and Kai dangling there. You're just like, fuck that Miguel guy. He tried to take my money, and then it's like, I helped you out of the boat. What have you done for me lately?
Oh god.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess we can tend to yield fire pit, eat rations, and pass
Yeah.
the day.
Now, here's the problem. Hey, Delilah, what are you eating?
I'll give Delilah one of my
The
fucking
flesh
rations.
of my enemies.
Okay, I'm definitely
getting
giving Delilah one of my rations.
Your rations.
You're
It's just like the moment they're like, everyone, let's go down. And Delilah's just like, I shall devour the flesh of my enemies. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but here, no.
Alright, so everyone can drop one of your rations, and, well, specifically, Alistair can drop 2.
Yeah, I've dropped mine by 3 in total also, because the offering. Anyways, so yeah, is anyone going on watch first? We should probably have a couple people awake at any given time.
Yeah, we should have 2 people awake.
So who's waking? Who's staying up first?
I can stay up first.
The night is my friend. I will
Okay.
stay with her.
Okay, yeah, and then I guess we're just gonna like nap. Seems good. And yeah, we have we have the body bundled up, which is good. So I guess we can tomorrow morning take it with us to the take it with this to the good intentions, and wow, it's really fitting that we're gonna be carrying the body, the slain body of this guy's daughter to him on a ship called Good Intentions.
Yeah, kind of is.
Okay.
I feel like if we actually got the ability to like repaint the ship, we'll just name it the Best Intentions.
Oh dear.
I mean, honestly, I think if there's nothing too bad, I think the best stopping point would be us like ending out in front of the dudes fucking the
Oh
the
no.
banquet
No.
hall.
You guys are sleeping overnight on a goddamn fairy-infested isle.
This is where the
We will
stopping
pick up
point
next
is.
time.
This is where
Oh.
the stopping point is.
It may or may not be somewhat tempered. You know, have some knowledge, left out some food, spoke with passion. That may or may not affect what overall happens. But in the meantime, you're sleeping overnight on a goddamn fairy-infested island, and fairies hate people. So this will be fun. But we'll pick up there next time.
Yay!
Yay. Oh, actually, one last question, Sasha.
Uh-huh.
Does the sickle count as a casting implement?
No, it does not.
Okay, so does the... What the fuck is their name? Does the... cultist have a casting implement on them? Because they should have when I searched them. And in that regards, I toss it to Delilah.
They do seem to have some sort of casting focus. Excuse me. It's a small. Well, you recognize the symbol, Alistair, from the body inside the house in the robes. It's a small horned skull.
Yeah, I take it Delilah doesn't have their casting, so I just toss it to Delilah. Like, here. Noticed you were sort of adept with magic. This might be something you can appreciate. Just don't go showing that to anyone. Ever. Ever.
Makes a crown out of it, wears it proudly on my forehead.
My casting foci is on my face.
I mean, I think there's actually a path that lets you use tattoos as a casting foci.
That's actually cool.
Isn't
Yeah,
it like rune something?
probably. I think it's one of the rune things. I know there's also a dwarf path that lets you do it that's a priest.
A dwarf path, specifically.
There's a couple things that let you do it. There's, I think, like 3. One of them's a martial artist, though. But it's a different thing. Anyways, I haven't read all the books repeatedly. There's an outro, right?
What an interesting little romp we've had. Quite the heroes, wouldn't you say? The kind of heroes this world deserves. Well, let's see what they do now that they've found their best intentions. Lower the curtain.
Anyways, to those folks currently watching, I'd like to thank you for actually lasting until the end of all our bullshit. If you have any thoughts or comments on this episode, feel free to leave it down below. If you do want to see more of our tabletop shenanigans, or the indie reviews or developer interviews, feel free to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified when we release something new. Also, Lovi will probably murder me if I don't say join the Discord, but there's a link to that
Join the cult!
in the banner. Discord. And the description. And yeah, feel free to also check out all of the lovely people who have been showing up on this episode. Being Sasha, who you can find on Twitter as Gently Toasting. Lovey, you can find as Adrenaline. Wait, no, never mind. Don't actually search up Lovey's Twitter, because it's mostly NSFW.
No, it isn't.
Oh, wait, no, that was your Tumblr.
It's just nonsense. Don't search up my Twitter anyways.
Okay, yes. There's CJ Ninja, who's an actual witch. And then there is also Virus, the Mad Bar currently under construction?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm always under construction.
By the time this video goes out, I'll have Kai speed paint
Oh,
on my channel. I cut out.
Hey, speed paint.
And I'm pretty sure like the actual end page does actually have all the relevant information for where to find people, but I just like saying it sometimes because I'm a nerd. Anyways,
This is the first time we've said it.
Nerd.
Anyway, join the cult. That's the most important thing.
No shrimps were harmed in the making of this video.
Yet.
yeah.
Not this video.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in,
Well,
folks. We'll catch you next time. Ciao.